Hello, everybody. Okay, there we go. Welcome to the stream with me, Forte07. We're back again today with more Final Fantasy 14 online. I'll explain why I'm in Golden Saucer in just a second. But today is January 10th. It's Houseplant Appreciation Day. I would have houseplants if I could trust my cat to probably not get into them, so I don't do houseplants anymore. Houseplants are cool, though. I had like a cactus at my mom's house. It's still there, and there was one point that it was very weird looking. And then I had a money tree, and then it died. And I think that was it. I feel like I had a third plant, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I'm in Gold Saucer because I need to go get my lottery tickets. And I meant to do it before I started stream, but I had to get me something to drink. And let's see, come on, 3. Shit. So we're gonna do it right now. Then we'll go do quests like I promised. Come on, 3. 3. Shit. I'm trying to get 6. Papa, stop it. My cat's already getting in trouble. Okay, there's a 3. Ooh, come on, 1. 1. Fuck. I haven't been lucky with this in a while. I've gotten the mini cact pop before, just not recently. And then I have to go get my jumbo cat pop ticket. Ooh. What is this? What is this? I say I better not touch it. I haven't gotten that in a while. It's probably going to tell me that I have tickets that I can't use because I bought some weeks ago and forgot to check in. But we'll get back to side questioning after I get my weekly gambling thing out of the way. Okay, let's see. Do I have tickets? Yeah, I did. Okay. Anybody want to pick out numbers? If not, I'm just going to randomize it. Random. Sure. Yeah. Random. Sure. Okay. No. No. Not feeling that one. Yeah, why not? Okay. I just have to remember to check those before next week, which I might fucking forget because I keep forgetting. Anyway, back to what we were doing. We're going back out to Mordona. I'm going to look into this a little more. Maybe. I'm not sure. So, I did look into it. It seems like we don't have to worry about the Crystal Tower, really, until a bit later on. But I kind of... If we go in... anything we do, I'm going to have to read. You know what? No. Let's not look into it. I don't feel like looking into it right now. We'll go to Horizon and we'll talk to whoever the fuck we're supposed to be talking to about whatever. What was it that we were doing last? Last time we did Moogle Quest. During a recent audit, it was discovered that right, missing crystals. Right. Crystal thieves. Yashtola is over here. So we'll do this and get this started. Hello, Yashtola. How are you? Ferdinand, your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length of the brass blades of the road, albeit to a little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great plans to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent. I already can't read. I'm a little bit tired today, to be honest. So if I'm out of it more so than normal, that's why. I've just been a bit off today, which is concerning. I think I'm just tired. I'm in like a constant sleep deficit. So, yeah. Anyway, I could go into further detail, but your time might better be spent in conversation with Fufu Lupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Okay. Bye, Y'shtola. So I have to go talk to Fufu Lupa. We've spoken to Fufu Lupa before, I'm pretty sure. That's a fun name. Ferdinand, what a pleasure to see you again. Y'shtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than a lot. But never mind that, I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints at the Royal Allegan Sunway. The car bolted off towards Eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. Okay. A speeding carriage, that would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning, yet the Amalja? Those are the lizard lion people, right? Do you have a foothold in Eastern Thanaland? And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Okay, come on, where's the person? You're not... Thancred, you're not even running with haste. Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointed news. Or on second thought, perhaps it is good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? You let him go off alone? I'm sorry, I think he needs to be supervised just a little while longer. I figured you had everything under control here, so I took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And you wouldn't believe it. I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. That's convenient. In all my years, I've never seen such a prodigious quantity of sumness. Sumness? What the fuck is sumness? What is this word? I should write down all the words that this game makes me go fucking look up. Sumness. In Roman mythology, Sumnus, sleep, is the personification of sleep. His Greek counterpart is Hypnos. Okidoki. Alrighty. The Blades are calling one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is Sumnus like a drug or something? A sleeping drug? Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. But they just found a whole carriage of sleep powder? We should reassess our options as well. Come with us for... I want to set things on fire. I have a hot chocolate here, but I don't know how hot it is, and I'd rather not scald my tongue. It's probably fairly hot. So I'm gonna wait a minute. Because I don't like losing all fucking taste in my mouth. Hi, Thancred. You walked like literally 9 feet away. What's up? Against all expectation, it would seem that the Malja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motives were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform Miles of our progress, or lack thereof. Cool. Some of these, threads feel like these quests just, dead end themselves a lot sooner than they should, and then... Oh, this one's voice acted. Cool, I don't have to read. Here, I'm gonna turn this up so you can hear Thancred.
Tis I. The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
I forgot what the fuck Thancred sounded like. He sounds cliche for a character of his design, to be honest. Oh! I must say, they better have voice acted more than
Indeed, I shall remain watchful.
2 lines.
Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to...
Oh, I haven't heard this character talk in a while. Wait, did he have lines before this? Is this his first time speaking? Like, aloud? Have I only ever read his lines in my head? It's sillier. Oh, goodness.
Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's toll.
Can you not speak semi-normally? I guess this can be considered normal for the time, but not everyone talks like this. Oh, goodness. I wish you would say his name so I remember how it is pronounced.
Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
I can't... Oh, goodness. Okay. We're just gonna go. I'm gonna not get distracted every time he says something. But it's gonna be very hard to not get distracted every time he says something. Oh, and of course he's back here, even though he took the time to go all the way to Mordona. Oh, look at this purple! Oh, what a lovely color. I like this outfit. This is... Look at
Far
this.
across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
Oh, look at the purple. I love it. Who's this? Hey, Warlock. I'm not sure what you want me to call you in chat. How is it going? I still don't know which ones of these I need, so I'm not going to pick them up. Gee, thanks for the check-in, fan crit. All 7 lines for a cut. Okay, whatever. What's going on? Fan crit is to discuss. Yeah, I would like to know what they want me to do too. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight. No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufu Lupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. This really feels like they didn't know where to go with this. Okay. I'm trying to pay attention here, but I'm already at the point where I'm kind of zoning out, because some of these quest lines, I hope they start to build up to something a little bit more important here soon. Oh, but it is good to see you return. Return? I've been 10 feet away! I talked to you like literally I've given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself, Fufu Lupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there's someone among our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst? Yeah, that would probably... yeah. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufu Lupa. Are they going to just do this mole thing? Didn't they do this earlier? Or am I thinking of something else? No, I'm thinking of Psychonauts too, because they have a mole in the Psychonauts. Same, whatever. Indeed, if for any reasons of security, the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Oh, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded, with thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation. Mayhap not, but neither would the concerned be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Makoti miner traveling without escort as to not attract the undue attention. But who... Ah, I see. Yes, the concerned may well elect to do that. But to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerley? Hammerley? Lee? I think it's Hammerley. A fine spot for a rest, wouldn't you not agree, Ferdinand? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south. Well, you saying this, if you're trying to lure out a spy, wouldn't they hear this too? Alright, I guess it's fine. Ahem, forgive me, my friends, but I received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Okay. Go hide in the bushes. I'm assuming that's what we're gonna go do now. Oh, you're back. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Okay. Let's go hide in the bushes. We're going to fly there, because I am not walking. And I'm going to remember that I can fly. It is nice to see the map from the air, though. That's one of my favorite things about being able to fly in MMOs, is just seeing the map from a slightly different angle. Oh, okay, we're going down here. Okie doke. Standing watch. Great. Anyway, how's everyone else doing today? It's the beginning of the week. The movement catches my eye. It did. Okay. Unknown Ravagers. I don't have my chocobo out. I forgot to do that. That's okay. Unless they keep interrupting me. That might be a problem. Okay, I might need a chocobo. Oh shit, I don't know what configuration my chocobo's in. It looks like it's free mode because it's just doing whatever the fuck it wants to in a second. That's fine. For right this second. Okay. Oh. Hi, Ishtola. I didn't even fucking see you over here. Are you wearing a hat? Oh, she is. That's cute. Oh, look at her little miner get up. It's adorable. Look at her little hat and her little, like, handkerchief thing. Oh, I like this outfit way better than her normal one, even if it is just like a minor outfit. Stubborn to the last as expected. You are unharmed. You are unharmed. Can't you just say, are you hurt or something? Goodness. I'm okay. I had bird. Oh, hi, Thangred. Thanks for the fucking help. A gain of sea wolves and in Thanaland, no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves, all of them. Aye, and all of them the same taste and facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. This is fun, just standing here while they both have thinking pose on. Thancred, if you'd be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make. Okay. To Horizon, then. Fufu Lupo will want to hear... Yeah, okay. Even though they cut down on the slog in this part, is it still kind of sloggy? It still seems a little sloggy. Oh, okay. I tried flying way further away than we actually went. We barely fucking left the town. Why am I... These are failing, like... This feels worse than the first set of quest line. Maybe it's because I didn't mind then and I was learning, sort of, but this is annoying. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Oh. That was fast. I'm almost curious to see what the fuck they took out. Like, was there a quest to track down the traitor or something? Like, something more proactive? Because I feel like they would have done that. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with this fellow in private. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him and made good his escape. Oh, I have to go track him down. Never mind. Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf, Lominsian born and raised, I believe. But do not worry, we will find him, and you have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me appraised of any developments. Oh, you're not gonna make me go look for him? Yes, he's standing next to me. Understood. Well, who needs what? Because for some reason they can't bother to call me. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. We're awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads them. Already, this quest line isn't great. Feeling. You might try to look a little disappointed, or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you? Yep. Fuck you. Don't be meta with me, game. Fuck off. That's a little bit funny. Why did they come out? Why did they have me come out here for literally 3 quests? Like, how many more quests did they originally have me do? Oh god, I still have to talk to him. Hi, apparently I have to talk to you and they're supposed to be leaving. Hot Thancred. Thancred has informed you, has information on your next assignment. Okay. The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alphinaud awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident, I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alphinaud has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Okay, I'm so glad I came all the way out here to do all of... They couldn't ambush people out in the fucking bush by themselves? I guess I don't mind too much, but... Goodness, the wind-up here after our giant escapades against Ultima weapons seem a little slow. Okie dokie. Oh, Alphinaud. Oh, that's right. I guess we do have to come back here. Purple Lady was around. You are late. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Dormans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doma, yes? And Othard? No, I can't say I've heard of it. Also, what do you mean late? I teleported straight here. Fucked off, Alphinaud. Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ul'dah, Ferdinand. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Dormans bickering with a sultan sworn on the royal promenade. Okay. You are so uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Yeah, I was unsure of why I was out on Horizon, really. Insurance. Oh. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? I like how everyone else is slightly less useless than I am, that I need to be there. Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee? What is this word? I've seen it before, I don't know what this... What repartee... How did I say this?
Repartee.
Okay, that's how it's spelled. Satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Ul'dah. Wait, what is the definition? Conversation or speech characterized by... Okay, I like how they're just doing that thing where they reference the fact that you're playing as basically a silent protagonist. It's like what they do in like Half-Life and stuff like that. But they just did it like twice in a row. Like, I get it. It's funny. Ha 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 ha. You couldn't have just told me to meet you in Ul'dah? Alright. I'm just gonna teleport there. My turn point set to there anyway, so whatever. He's gonna complain about me being late again, even though I literally teleported right after he left. I say, granted, I don't know where he is, but he said they'd be up at the Royal Promenade. Need a Chamber of Rule. Why did I run away from the fucking Aetheryte? I kinda need that to go where I'm going. I'm not running all the way fucking there. Fuck that noise. How are you doing, though, Warlock? Chamber of Rule. What's... Oh, okay. The gates. So what are these? Hold on. The hot chocolate's cool enough to drink, but it's a little strong because I used 2 packets in this cup. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why did I strafe off like that? I gotta love all these people standing here to watch the cutscenes with the little cutscene icons. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Oh, purple lady. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness? Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. Oh, hi, Alphanod. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. Careful, she has the high ground by 1 whole step. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope you find me more to your liking. Alphanod the Velier at your service. A friend. That's really a presumptuous thing to say to anybody, but sure. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ul'dah, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. You look like at least a wealthy Elfenod with how you dress, but whatever. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Okay, he's the wealthy, and I'm the powerful, and, you know, that's how this works, I guess. Does Elfenod actually do any sense of fighting? Or is he literally just someone I follow around to get quests from? Okie dokie, and then I need the Adventurers Guild, which should be outside of where I need to go. If I remember correctly, I need to go up here? Yeah. I appreciate people that stand on tables. Because I do that. It's fun. To start a cutscene standing on a table. Sure, in the actual cutscene you won't be on the table, but it's the thought that counts.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Don't know if this is the best place. We have a weird thing with refugees right now.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Yu-Gi-Oh! How do you know my name? Oh, her outfit's great though. Look at that purple.
Lying within
It's an
Othard,
amazing color.
Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware.
No, but you're gonna say that, so I feel like I know things.
When the War of Succession
Well,
broke
Alphanod
out in
would probably know.
Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms.
Yeah, how'd that go for you?
Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
So two people didn't die. Is that what you're telling me? Because you zoomed out to show me these two sad saps. Two people didn't die.
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone, razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Oh, well that's a shame. They just got District 13.
Mercy. And your people?
I told you, only these two survived.
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors.
Okay, there's more than just these two.
Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so.
What about the two chuckleheads with you?
I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
They usually like letters ahead of time or something like that.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Letters or money or political gain, you know, that kind of stuff.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care.
Again, I don't know if this place is the best place to go for refuge. That was like a whole thing in the first part. They had too many refugees from after the calamity and they were taking up resources and there weren't enough jobs and yada yada yada.
I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still a thing. That's what I thought. Say, I'm pretty sure me destroying Ultima Weapon didn't fix that problem.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
I don't know, if we say something, wouldn't they care a little bit more? Of course, we're supposed to be neutral parties. I think using that kind of influence is contrary to what we're contrary to the message we're trying to put out about being neutral or something. I don't know.
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
God, I love that purple they used her outfit. It's great.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
She just said her country got razed. Maybe she's suffering from, I don't know, burns or something, Elfinaud?
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience.
Oh, okay, fine.
We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Can I just talk about how I kind of hate the choice in terms of colors for the three grand companies? Why I think it just throws me off. So Ul'dah, which is in the fucking desert, and their company's called the Immortal Flames, are blue. And then Pirate Lady in Limsa, they use the red and black colors. And it's like, I guess it's cliche to make the pirates wear blue and then the people called the Flames wear red, but it throws me off so much that the colors are not like switched around to match or something in a way that I don't know. Like, I don't understand that design choice unless it is just to not be cliche, but the contrarian nature really bothers me. Like, I do like the outfits better of the Marauders? What is Limsa's Grand Company? And then the Adder Snake's green from the Forest Green of yeah, they're yellow. Like, the color choices are, like, I don't get it. Like, oh, okay. I don't know, like, the Immortal Flame is, like, blue. It's like, and I don't like half of the Immortal Flame's, like, outfit choices. Because I don't know what they were doing with the color schemes for those. I know why everyone goes Pirate Company, because their outfits are pretty much superior to everyone else's. I did it because I did it here just because it is close to the Aetherite, and it was quicker for me to get to when I want to turn things in. But it's like, just in terms of designs, like, I know it doesn't really matter, I can switch whenever, but it's like, I don't understand that thing, because their design in general in this game is usually pretty good, and then, like, one of the major like, aspects is, like, it's just confusing. Oh, there's just a bunny. One of the little minions I really want to get is the hedgehog, but I don't have anybody to do the drop, or the quests, or the dungeons for the drops, and I can't afford it, because I think it's, like, 1,000,000 gil. One day I will get it. If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I don't know if I have the authority to be helping. This person's wearing jeans. This makes more sense than that person we saw wearing jeans in fucking Gridania, though. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Yeah, I was at the table. I heard the conversation. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Momo D. Hey, it's been a minute. How you doing? Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Ferdinand? Course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day, to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just sent word they can't come, meaning I got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Haha. Oh, well that is super fucking convenient. Yeah, can I have it? Go and call on Friederi and Catherine, I don't know how the fuck to say that, at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell him I said to ship the little prince's order to the Waking Sands. Oh, and if they argue, show them those letters. That should set them straight. I'm not reading this the way I probably should be with how it's written, but whatever. Okay, I'll go fucking talk to them. I don't have to go tell her, hey, I found you food? No, I guess she's just gonna stand there until I actually go do the thing. Am I didn't want to go out this way, did I? I'm gonna go down here. Whatever, close enough. Oop. How the fuck do I say your name? She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. She helps random adventurers from fuck all where. What's the difference? Didn't you start with, like, jack shit when you got here and you talked to Momodi? And she's like, yeah, sure, whatever, here's an adventure, go do it. And you're like, okay. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man who can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Oh, I see. At least I was, I guess, doing something, and that's why it's okay if I get help. Alrighty, whatever. I'm not arguing with you, guy. I don't even know how to say your name. Hi. My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhap you misheard her instructions. No, I have a fucking letter. Read it. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, you mark my words. Next time I want to let Ultimate Weapon blow you up and see how you feel. Look at this. You just have bags of peas. I know they're probably not peas, but... I know everybody liked cubed grapes, but did they look at this bag of peas? It's like the successor to the polygonal grapes. I'm sad. I don't get to appreciate the beauty that are polygonal grapes. I've just seen the memes, kind of, and the paper crafts, which I think are really funny. Square should have left like one polygonal grape in there and then just fixed the rest. That's what I would have done. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good, now go and tell Lady Yaguri it's all in hand. Okie dokie. Hi, I fixed your problem. Took me like 5 minutes. I dare not hope for such magnanimity, much less expect it. Mistress Momodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Well, you're actually just highly lucky, because that just conveniently happened the way it did. But, you know. Oh, hi Alphanod. I totally wasn't doing random charity work while you were gone. Or she wasn't taking advantage of me not being able to say no. Lady Yaguri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you'll be pleased with his reply. He said leave. Oh, they synced already. We have been granted an audience. No. Before the Sultana and the Syndicate, both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done so much for us, Master Alphinaud. I swear we shall return the favor. Do I have to be here for this? Right, I'm in insurance, because this lady is a threat, and her two chucklehead attendants. Naught is owed, Lady Gary, for naught has been given. The small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with these words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Oh, and it's with words. Then I shall choose them with care. Okay, have fun with them. Oh shit, never mind, I guess I'm coming along just to watch. I'm acting as just living camera right now to events. You'll be accompanying us, yes? Good, your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Dormans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Okay. If you're there, they'll remember that we fucking saved their asses from Ultima Weapon. Sure, they kinda helped, but you did all the heavy lifting. And then they'll remember, man, that's right, we promised to fucking help people. We better do the thing we said we would do. That's the long and short of it. They can use all the flowery words they want to. I really hope this part is voice acted, because I don't want to hear all this fucking technical speak. All these sad sap stories about how life over in Dorman or whatever sucks. Ruban, hey, how are you? It's been a minute to see you too. He's like the only other person. Oh, he's actually taller than me. Everyone else is short. You're taller than me too. Good. I don't like just being a fucking tree next to everybody. Like elf. I know, it's just the race I chose. They're supposed to be tall, and I don't know what slider I set with Ferdinand, but the fact that I'm twice Alphinaud's height is just really funny to me. I'm not sure why. Okay, anyway, hi. A pleasure, Lieutenant. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. Do they address you by your rank depending on what you are in the free company or not? What am I actually? I'm in a thing, I can't check it. Oh, the others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. Okie dokie. I'm at the... Oh. I might have to go check one thing before we leave Ul'dah. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, but now that I thought about it.
I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri.
Can I talk about how inconvenient it would to be Nanamo be sat behind the stupid gold turtle. Can't you even see Lady Yugiri right now with the fucking turtle in her way? Like, real talk. It's a nice fucking centerpiece, but is it fucking reasonable to have there during serious meetings?
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty.
Didn't work out too well, did it? Can we talk about how these two have more of an idle animation than Alphanod does? He has one, but he's still, if you look at just his head, he looks pretty dead. Like, are you okay over there? Oh, he blinked. I guess he is alright.
Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
See, the turtle wouldn't block these people or these people, but I really don't know how Nanamo sees over the golden turtle that is in the middle of this table. And what are these? These things. These also look like they'd be in the way. These weird basins.
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow.
I really don't know how this is gonna work. Again, this is a whole big thing. Yep, they pick every rank. Oh, okay, that's fun. I was saying, I'm at the point where I have to do those, like, little group missions and level up, like, the NPCs before I can rank up again, so I haven't touched it in a while, and that's what I probably should just go check a little bit while I'm in town. At least send them on a mission while I don't have to deal with them.
Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
What the hell? Hold on a second. Why did my headset just die? You guys should be able to hear me, I just can't hear it in game. I changed out the battery in this fucking thing before I started. Just fucking swap this back out. It was fully charged. It is fully charged. What happened? Excuse me? I didn't touch anything. That was weird. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened there.
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
How do you say this name? How do you say this name? Telegy... Adelegy... whatever. I hope I don't have to talk to this person ever. Or have to say their name.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Alphanod, you know they can all hear you, right? You don't know how to whisper when we're right here.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
To admit them would probably make some people very mad, but that's none of my business.
The law is the law.
Lolorito. I want to read it as Dodorito. You're a Dorito. How do you see through? I guess there are holes punched into it, but this feels like it'd be annoying to wear. Maybe not out in the sand, I guess.
Lord Lolorito?
Dorito.
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees.
Oh, okay, so someone is actually going to bring it up. I don't know, they're just breezing through it like they actually forgot, and someone is actually bringing it up. I'm actually very surprised, because, yeah, this is a problem. They wouldn't shut the fuck up about it earlier.
They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher.
There's smoke. Is this an incense burner? Is this a weird giant two-headed turtle incense burner? Look, there's a tiniest wisp of smoke. Or is it coming from this basin that just has flowers in it? It has to be coming from this, right? Where's the smoke coming from? It's not even important. I'm just very confused what this fucking turtle's for.
The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
You just said without unemployment. They said they would do things. It's not like they're gonna sit around and do nothing, Dorito guy.
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
He's the wealthiest man in Ul'dah, and this is how he dresses? Alright, to each his own.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse.
Again, what are the point of these basins? This camera angle shows that they can see each other, or apparently, but I really doubt they can. This one I think is in her line of sight. This one is in his line of sight. I honestly don't think they can see each other. Hey, Fayin. Dodorito, he's got that Master Chic. Yeah, I guess he does. But yeah, what are these basins for? This whole table design is just pissing me off the longer we sit here.
I move that an exception be made.
I know they have, like, a council for a reason, but she's also the I guess they could overthrow her if she got too power hungry.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves.
Oh great, they're actually gonna beat us back over the head with this plot point again, which is fine because I thought they forgot about it, but...
What were your words that day? Ah yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo.
I have a question. What is the law? Have they clarified what the law is? The best part about this is I have no idea what's going on in the game. Levels skip open. See, that's why I'm doing this on stream, because I want to just kind of cover the story. Because I'm curious. But right now, I want to know, what is the law? Did they elaborate on this law? Do they have a law saying, no, we won't fucking help refugees? Is there actually a law that just says that? What is the law? Can I be told the law, please? You can't just quote the law as the law and not tell me what the law is. Not everybody here knows what the law is. Even though I aligned myself with this grand company, so I should technically in universe know the law, but I don't know what it is. What's the law? Does anybody know?
Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
This guy has quite an attitude. I kind of respect it, but at the same time, it's kind of there to be a thorn in our side in fixing the current problem, but...
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
I mean, there's probably someone else in this room thinking, well, he's not wrong in saying it. I want to see his... Yeah, me too. Did they have to put this mask on him because he's a Lalafell? And if he said all these things seriously, looking like a cute little Lalafell, it just wouldn't work as well? I appreciate they're giving these lines to
I
to
share
a
your
Lalafell.
concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Of course, he is also a Lalafell, and they don't feel the need to cover his eyes, and he still gets to say lofty things.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future.
I know I shouldn't think of it this way, but it's like two children fighting.
Uldar's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril.
Yes, we've all heard Ruban's fucking speech about your fucking material wealth. That was like a whole thing.
One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example
They
for
said it!
evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy.
Telegies? Adelegies? I fucking missed it, but I'm actually surprised they had someone say it. Okay. I hope I don't have to say it. Please don't make me say that ever. Just you keep saying it, Dorito guy.
How far the
I
vaunted
can read your
Mirage
name,
have
but I'm
fallen,
gonna call you Dorito.
both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
It's really funny when they have them talk with the angry face because it just the jaws look silly. My dad can beat up your dad. The lowest low. Yeah, well, my dad said that his dad could beat up your dad's dad.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote.
Do you think those two just frequently argue at these meetings and everyone's like, oh, fuck, not again?
To accept
My
the
dad
Doman
works, my
refugees
dad
or
works
not.
for Square Enix.
Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
If you don't want to help, get out. Yeah, really, these basins, they're really only okay if you're not a Lalafell, and at least 4 of these people are. So these basins are just an inconvenience to 4 of these people. So a half of the table. The chairs are huge. Like, okay, even for what I don't remember what this race is. Like, this chair is huge. Ruban is canonically supposed to be a large guy, and he looks like a baby in this chair. No, he looks like a child in the chair. The Lalafells look like babies. And again, this turtle is just she can't see past this turtle. You can say all you want. My dear lady cannot see past the turtle incense burner in the middle of the fucking table. I don't know why this fucking turtle is here. They could put an incense burner in the corner of the room. Not in the middle of the fucking table that's blocking the Sultanate's fucking view. I want the turtle. The turtle's cool. It's just for a meeting. Look, okay, so these two Lalafell probably can't see each other because of the turtle. She can't actually see Lady Yugiri because of the turtle. These two can't see each other because of these stupid basins. They can move the camera all they want to insist that people can see each other at this table, but at least half of them can't see each other for one reason or another, be turtle or basin. This is why Ulda is not in a good place, is because you guys spend your money on stupid tables and incense turtles. See, look, it's gonna pass by. Look, there's no way you can see past that turtle. That turtle is huge. They all leave. Oh, okay, I see. You need the 2 chucklehead attendants to see, like, reactions, because Lady Face's face is covered. Gotcha. Well, that was embarrassing, guys.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited.
What do you do as Sultanate, Nanamo? Is it literally just a title for show? Maybe if Teledy and Lolorito actually had line of sight on each other, they can start throwing. Oh, okay. The turtle's a deterrent. It's for them to focus their aim. Maybe it's a magic turtle and it can absorb negative. Well, it's not doing a very good job at absorbing negative thoughts out of the room. Reading too much into bullshit anime tropes. Well, hey. I get it. They're there for a reason, but you know, when it's stuff that we've heard before, I'm gonna pick on other things. I'll pay attention to the story later on. I'm still paying attention. I mean, what exactly are they burning in it? I guess incense, but obviously it's not diffusing any tension. It's probably like terrible smelling incense, and it just makes everyone angrier, and then all the meetings are set up for failure because they burn terrible incense.
Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
To be honest, though, most incense I've smelled, I can't say I thoroughly, like, enjoy. There are certain places, like, you ever go to the mall and they have, like, those, I'm gonna call, like, those, like, hippie shops, those new age medicine shops, meaning they're probably, burning incense, and they just smell bad. Like, is this supposed to make me want to go into your store? Weed. I mean, they could, but obviously, it's still not, I go to malls. I'm just saying, it's obviously not diffusing the situation. I gotta go to malls to look at the box lunch to get my anime merchandise and nerd sweaters. I actually only ever go to malls occasionally. I went to the mall the other day, though, and that was just to get macaroons. Sometimes I go to the mall to go to the Cinnabon. I guess I go to the mall for food. Hold on. So my hot chocolate's all gone. And instead of drinking water, so for the New Year's, I usually get like sparkling apple juice because I don't drink alcohol, right? Well, I forgot it at my house when I went to my mom's for the New Year's. So I'm going to drink some sparkling apple cider like an adult. Because I left my bubbly at home. I just can't get the fucking foil off of it. I guess I'll let Nanamo talk.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
I don't think that was what I was supposed to tear off. How come I can't get this bottle open? Whoever wrapped this bottle did a piss poor job.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving.
Oh. Drama alert. The children have quabbles. Well, if his dad didn't do that thing and his parents would still be together, then he wouldn't be such an idiot and a meanie poo-poo head. It's all his fault. Where does this lid open at? I'm thirsty. I want my sparkling apple juice. Yugiri got them Tolly from Mass Effect vibes. I want to say a little bit, but I haven't actually played Mass Effect, so I can't really agree one way or another. And yeah, malls still exist. The area I live in, the mall is actually fairly busy. Granted, that's not the case for a lot of malls. Some malls are really creepy. You guys ever watch those like abandoned mall videos on like YouTube? They're quite interesting, even if they are creepy. Because then they have like that, what's that term? For, areas that are empty that are normally full. I just saw it. Something spaces. I literally... Ah, got it. Got it. Please don't split. Hold on. I'm gonna turn around away from my computer. Yay! Sparkling apple juice. This is non-alcoholic, I promise. I don't drink. I just drink apple juice out of wine glasses. And these wine glasses only exist here because my sister drinks wine and sometimes brings it over. Oh, okay.
Oh, That you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner, is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
I actually find his delivery here kind of suspect, because Alphinaud's like, oh, he's only saying something because he looks to get some kind of profit out of it. He would gain from the arrangement. So like, is he trying, like, what are you playing at, guy? Is he sincere about
now
it?
that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity.
Wait, who does? The Empire or the Syndicate? Because literally at the end of the first quest line, you said, hey, I guess they wanted to protect the 3 nations of Eorzea, and I guess not other people outside of Eorzea. We're still going to be kind of, I guess, discriminatory towards those people then. What? Who are you talking about, Ruban?
The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all.
Can I go find, like, corruption in their ranks and snuff it out? Can I say I do like Ruban's gladiator look? His, like, gladiator skirt. I don't know, I just think it's fun. He looks like my drummer's kid wearing a big mustache and goatee. Yeah, a little bit.
But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
I kind of understand wanting to have, like, a cuter race, but it is weird when they put, like, facial hair on them. Like, this is a serious adult. It's really hard to actually get in that mindset that they're a serious, like, adult, because they just all kind of look like children. Oh, look, I can get dye options. Well, you're giving me lilac purple, but that color doesn't look all that great. It's not going to be lilac purple dye. It's not going to be Lady Yugiri's purple. Like, the purple she has on is great. This purple is obviously a red-based purple, and it doesn't look like a purple I would want to use. It looks okay. It's more pink, because it is a lilac. I don't want those. Just give me the fucking pieces. I don't want dye sitting in my fucking inventory. There's already too much bullshit in my inventory. Hi, Ruban. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah, I will waste no more words on... Ruban, you don't live in our universe. Have you... This isn't a new thing. Oh, I can frame his face in my staff. Awesome. But I will waste no more words on him. Not when the Dormans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. Okay. Well, I at least got them food. At least that one boat worth anyway. Trying my best here, guys. God damn it. Am I actually going to... Yeah, I'm going the right way, right? Wait. Yeah, okay. This is I appreciate that they let... I mean, they of course use the Lalafell in, like, the cutscenes and in important positions. But you also notice that none of the heads of any of the cities are, like, oh, no, I guess technically Nanamo is. But see, they knew Nanamo herself couldn't be commanding enough, so they had to give her, like, Ruban, because if it was just her, I don't think it would have gone over very well. Okay, hold on. I'm right here. I'm just gonna... Just real quick. I'm just gonna check in. Hi. You're great. Good job. Cool. Yeah, no squadron missions, because I do not want to go out with them. Okay, so 31, 31, 31, and I guess you can go. You can go do. Need someone either with the yellow or the blue. I don't have anyone better. Well, maybe you. Would you be okay? Oh, no. Okay, well, I guess you're doing this one. Have fun. Bye. Leave. Okay, bye guys. Actually, can I have... No, I just have them leave. Yeah, okay, I can't do that. Never mind. Okay, bye guys. See ya. You know, it's been like a few weeks since I came and made sure you did what I told you to. It's fine. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me see. Just this area. The Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monetarists have made their position clear. Agreed, Ul'dah is not an option. Nor are Limsa Lominsa or Redownia, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Which leaves the dormant friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in that airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative. A place not bound by the corners of the great nations. Aren't we in a neutral place? Why can't they go up there? Are there no ports? Weren't we looking to swell the ranks of the Scions? I guess we don't necessarily need children. Then Philia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. Is that actually what we're doing? Are you going to take them there? Don't look at me, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I understand the Syndicate's decisions, I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhap, or even just a few days? Ma'am? No, this has been a problem. People will still get upset about it. Alfie gets it in 3, 2. Excellent, I shall keep you informed. Hey, Alphanot, are we going to do the obvious thing, I'm guessing, maybe? Lady Ugiri, I have a proposal, if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alphanot. Yeah, I didn't even go look it up on the wiki, I fucking promise. The headquarters... Let's say that was the whole point that we moved, so we weren't serving one nation over the other, so we could be a neutral territory. Come on, game. I really want to know what kind of quests are missing from this section. Like, I get it if they took out the padding, but did the padding at least make this not as, like, I don't know, I'm getting like weird whiplash from the points we're jumping to. The headquarters of my order, our order, Alphanod, were together here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with not safe food and shelter by way of reward. Terms not unlike those which you yourself proposed, Lady Ugiri. Yeah, okay, great. I'm so glad we figured this out. Though I will not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages. The absence of unhelpful bureaucracy? Wait, what? Yeah. What? Yes? Whatever. Being the most obvious. Fucking words. Can't read. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. I don't see why they couldn't. Master Alphanod, once again I find myself in your debt. But it wasn't even I came up with the idea first. In silence. How old is Alphanod canonically? He's like 12, right? Of course I'm a giant, so I don't fucking know. Pray do not thank me, my lady. Oh yeah, thank me, because I totally had the idea. The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you, and before that, there remains the matter of how they may safely be borne to Revenant's toll, which will be no small feat considering the distance in their present condition. Oh, so it's landlocked too, that's right. That is kind of a problem. Oh no, he's looking at me! I'm going to be an escort. 14. I mean, hey, he could be. Mayhap the Uldan Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there, Anon. Stop saying Anon, you don't sound special when you say Anon. Lady Ugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the Immortal Flames can provide. I thought we weren't supposed to give them any aid, or you guys weren't supposed to give them any aid. Isn't this still going to stir up trouble? Whatever, I guess it's fine. I could teleport to the Adventurers Guild. I'll just run there, it's fine. Am I gonna have to play escort mission, or are they actually going to have a way to get them out there with... Because again, he was looking at me like I'm supposed to do something. Hi, what are we doing? We are concerned that the Dorman refugees may find the journey to Reverend's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. With that in mind, Mistress Momodi has kindly offered to accommodate the Dormans until such time as they are ready to set out for more. Where? Where is she going to put... I guess it's an inn, but she has that much room? Aren't people gonna complain? Won't Dorito find out that they're still staying here and throw a fit? Is this a good idea? Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. I like how it was easy for them to get a carriage for the dead bodies after, you know, the Waking Sands got attacked, but getting a few carriages to transport living people is apparently gonna take a minute. Alright, whatever. I guess that's different. Yeah, hi Momodi, you're great. What news? Why is my headset... I'm listening to stuff. Why is my... I set it to, like, you know, disconnect after a certain period of time, so the battery doesn't die. But it shouldn't be... Hold on a second. Let me go fucking change the sleep pattern on my headset, because I mean I can just turn it back on, but it shouldn't keep doing this. Hold on a second. Oh no, the window's behind. There we go. Okay. Oh, they're talking. Hold on a second. Damn it. No! Goodness. I didn't have this problem last week. What the frick? Do I have to set up like a whole new configuration just so it doesn't turn off when I'm in this particular game? It's not like I'm not listening to anything, so I don't understand why it's... Sets the amount of time the headset will remain idle. No audio playing before shutting off. Look, there's audio playing! Fuck. Sorry, I know I shouldn't. We didn't have this issue last week. Is it because we actually, I don't know, did more than one fight last time or something? What happened? I don't know. I'll just set this up later. I'm gonna set it up that when I launch this game, it should switch to a configuration that keeps it from fucking turning off after 30 minutes. I guess we can blame the cutscenes. I guess the audio just isn't loud enough for it. I mean, it's going through. I can hear things. Oh, were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. I don't know what he said before this because I was clicking out of the window, so my apologies. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Dormans to Mordona. Okay. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. About to say, yeah, aren't you a giant, like, trade mogul? Don't you have, like, fucking carriages we can use for the day? Or two? I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Dorman's behalf. Oh, okay, there we go. Problem solved. Very well, we should begin contact negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. What did he do? After all that is befalling these good people, it's the least that I can do. I still don't get... again, based off what Alphinaud said, I'm surprised he's being so generous, unless he just, for some reason, really resonates with this particular instance. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugiri. Or is he just crushing on her? I thought they were bending down to talk to him. They're bowing. He's like, don't do that. That'll make him mad. And you and Revenant's toll, my lord. I mean, if he's just doing it to be nice, fine. But the way Alphinaud set him up, I'm really just surprised on how this is developing. I think he's playing politics. I guess that would make sense. Well, it sounds like we have all the work to... We all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? I guess if they're still docked outside Vesper Bay, yeah, they still have to get here. Is them coming to Ul'dah out of the way of going up to Mordona? I don't know where they are in relation on the map. I would entrust the task of escorting our... Oh, no. Oh, no. There it is. I was wondering where this was coming up. I would entrust the task of escorting our Dorman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What's it? Road-weary? Where the fuck have I gone? I've teleported everywhere and rode on my bird. Thank you. Just give me that. I did it! I just kind of want to get out of this quest line right now, so... As we speak, the Dormans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, where from they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if the refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations. Ferdinand, I'd have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever must be done, needs to be done, do it. Okay. Speak with a man named Hosen when you arrive. As Lady Yugiri tells it, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Okie dokie. I'm really curious though. Hold on a minute. So I'm in Thanalan. We are currently... Well, they're coming from here. I guess they have to come here. So they'd have to go here, and then to get up to Mordona, they have to go north. Okay, I guess it's fine. Whatever. Guys, I'm so tired of fucking walking. Oh no, I'm just, it's so tiring walking everywhere. Oh no. Why didn't they tell me, like, teleport me right outside the fucking Waking Sands? Now I actually gotta walk into the fucking city? How dare they? All this fucking running around is tiring me out. I don't want to help jack shit. This is dumb. Hi. Greetings. Alphanod informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I am honored to meet you, though shamed as well. Okay, calm down. A great warrior should not be tasked with such Oh! Oh! Okay, I mean, sure, whatever. That's kind of my job. I knew from a glance what manner of man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. I'm sorry. Is our character like, how did you know I was a warrior? If I was playing like a gladiator and had a sword, would our character be like, how'd you know I was a warrior? I just don't have a sword on me. What? No, I dress like this for fun. I'm just cosplaying. I mean, I guess someone could be running around here in jeans and doing this if they wanted to. Maybe. Pray forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? Okay, well, alright. They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where— Oh no, we have to play hide and seek. Yeah, my thanks, friends. Pray seek out my son Yozan. He can tell you more. Why can't you just tell me more? Just tell me where you saw the kids last. I like how I keep summoning my fucking chocobo just for the fucking time to— I mean, okay, we've been in cutscenes, so it's only 10 minutes have passed, but it's been much longer than that since I've fucking summoned the dumb thing. Can I set one of these children on fire? Can I set— is someone gonna wander outside of the city and get attacked? Something? Oh, hello there. I'm Yozan, son of Hozan. Will you be coming with us to Ul'dah? I heard we're traveling by horse, bird— Horse, bird. I mean, I guess! Why can't you just call them birds? They're still birds. Do they have to be horse birds? Do they have horses? Are horses in this universe? Do they use horses? Do they know what a horse is to call this a horse bird? Do horses exist? What? I hear we're traveling by horse bird drawn carriage. Do they have reindeer birds too? To go with the sleighs? But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but okay, do other countries have horses and we just don't because we like giant birds because they're kind of cooler than horses? I mean, hey, kid, do you see my bird? My bird has a hat. Does your horse have a hat? Fuck off. What's that? You're looking for the others. Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help though. We were just finishing a game of hide and seek. Yeah, guys, remember when I saved the world? 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yugiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they're found. But Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. Hey kid. Do you like my bird? Apparently, the Japanese edition of Final Fantasy XIV has replaced a portion of the usual katakana written terminology with kanji symbols. The most telling example is the replacement of chocobo with the 2 kanji characters for horse and bird. Ah. Okay. I guess so. But kid, do you see my bird? Look, it has a hat on. Look at— Kid, look at my bird. Kid. Hey. Don't ignore me. Hey, look at my bird. He doesn't care. Look at him. He's dead inside. Okay. Anyway, time to find children. Oh, and now it's raining. Hi, child. It's gonna kick me off my bird, but hey, you're not Yozan. Who are you? I'm Koharu. Ferdinand, huh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? I'm a what? No, scions. Yeah, I'm a horse. I am also a horse. Everything's a horse. And you must know Lady Yugiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting. Yeah, bye, leave. Are they all going to say my whole fucking name? If they think I'm going to walk around this town to find children, they're wrong. Oh, there's one. I need the high ground to find children. You guys suck at hide and seek when I can see you from the air! Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yozan didn't say anything about adults. He also didn't say anything about adults on flying birds. Bird horses. Horse birds. Whatever. Huh? We get to ride on a horse. Stop! I understand. But see, even if they said that in Japanese, I mean, maybe it's because these kids don't have chocobos in the land they come from, because it's like, you think they could have localized it to chocobo. We get to ride a horsebird carriage. I don't know. It sounds scary, but if Yozan says it's safe, I'll go. If he told you jumping off a cliff was safe, would you do it? Hey, Brian. I'm only referring to you as a stallion. No. Hey. Well, you know. When I was little, my mom used to call me Philly, and my grandma hated it. She's like, don't call her that! It makes her sound like a baby horse! And a stallion is a horse. So, by logic, I guess you're not wrong, but you're wrong? You're making this easy. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have pointed that out. I just think that's like, I don't know, one of my favorite stories of my grandma, and it's not even like a super funny thing, but my mom just talked about it a lot growing up, and why that nickname was never used. Okay, where's this child? Child? What is that person just doing over here? What are you doing? Oh, you're just standing in the corner. Okay. I guess that's allowed. I'm not even inside the active zone. Ooh, let's scare the child with something else instead. Guys, look! It's a horse bear. Because I can ride it like a horse. Therefore, it's a horse. A flying horse bear. The bird made more sense. It was a bird. But they let my bear fly. So... where the fuck is this child at? This bear is probably worse though. It's bigger. What other mounts do I have that would make this funnier for me? I have the armor. Oh right, I have this. Okay, let's do this one. No. Damn it, I had to get off my bear first. Let's do this one. There we go. See, this is not a horse hand because I'm not riding it like a horse. It is picking me up. So it is not a, this is not a horse. Unless, oh here it is. Unless you can ride it like a horse, it is not a horse. Hi kid. Does this scare you? Weren't you guys like impressed by the people that made these? That and I look fucking ridiculous. This is a serious fantasy RPG. Hello. How'd you find me? Bah, I guess I need more practice. You just ran up some stairs. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. What Garleans are here? Oh, I don't even have to talk to this kid and assert my dominance with my birth? Okay, you're lucky. Hey, your son's an idiot. I mean, hello. Wonderful, all the children are accounted. Hide and seek. I see that you are curious. It's quite simple, really. Are we asking what hide and seek is? Or why they're taking it so seriously? Horse bear bird. It's a man bear pig. Where the fuck is this child at me when I'm picking up my own child? If I had children, that's probably how I would be too. Wait a minute, are you guys telling me that you don't have a flying horse bear bird? You do, Brian? Oh, that was clearly a handbird. Oh, handbird isn't best bird. Lady Ugiri thought it was best that the children knew what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Okay. At long last, oh my god, I have to go look it up. What other quests were here? Did they make me FF14 patch? What is this? 2.1 story quest removed. What ones did they remove? What other bullshit did they used to have me do? What did they have? What kind of bullshit did they have me do? I'm curious. No, these are just the ones that I have. What are the ones missing? Can someone find me a list of the missing quests, because I am very curious to know, because that was fast. Because fucking Alphanod told me to do whatever it takes, unless he really only meant play hide and seek with kids. I was expecting them to have me move boxes or something dumb that wasn't hide and seek, which is still dumb. Whatever. The less time I have to be here, the better, I guess. The first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn-old father, Home, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Why are you telling me about all these people? Are they going to be important? Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our own. I guess. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you're ready to leave, please inform our coachman. Okay. Okay, then what would you call this if we're gonna go with the horse thing? Is this horse Magitech armor? Can I just show off to the children? Ooh, it has a different form on its flag. I wish I had the Final Fantasy 15 card, because then it'd be funnier to me. Wouldn't this be setting off their PTSD or something? Maybe I should stop riding the armor around them. Eager to be off, are ye? Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with ye about that. Why? Runner from the blade say we... What problem? A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hammerley. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but I don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here is another story, so I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure the area is safe, like. And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. Right, leave it be. No, we'll kill it. When you're satisfied the way's clear, meet us outside Horizon. The blades tell me the road there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same bastards don't try to rob us, that is. Bear, go! Hey kids, do you like my bear? That's right, and it can fly. And it can summon snowflakes. I wish the camera would be out of the bear's butt, please. I'm not trying to do that on purpose, I promise. Where am I going? There. Oh god, why didn't I just teleport over here? Whatever. Fine. Bear, way! Ice bear is best bear. Ice bear is best bear. Final Fantasy 6 is best. Stompy Cyberbird. Cyberbird. Okay, that was pretty good. It's not a cyber horse bird? Oh, that's a fate I'm flying into. No, fuck you, I'm not doing it. I'm in the air. I just saw enemies with a purple glow. That's the purple glow I'm looking for. Yay! Okay. Thanks, bear. Bye-bye, bear. Oh no, not Thunder 2! I don't wanna... No. What did I... lizard. What am I doing? Touching the wrong tree. I like how this is the one thing that they're worried about, not everything else on the road that can still cause problems. Is that it? I'm killing that just because... What do you mean not in line of sight? It's... Oh. I was only killing that because I have full insider. Oh. I gotta get... No, just destroy it. Come on, blow it up. There you go. Damn it, I keep seeing the fucking fake. No, I'm not doing the fake. Fuck off. I still like riding the chocobo. Because look at its little wings go! Go, bird, go! It's doing its best. So, you're not wrong that stuff was removed. One of the tasks removed was, and I quote, sniff the horse bird. Why? Why? Were the children curious what a horse bird smelled like? It probably smells like any kind of animal. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. They sent me them outside for a ride, because I was very much paying attention. Hi, I fixed the problem. So there was a beastie. Was being the operative word, huh? Haha. Yeah, it's dead. Ooh, sorry. The sparkling apple juice has given... Ooh. Air bubbles. Well fought, sir. Well fought. If only I were in better health, I should have been proud to stand at your side. Okay, great. Shouldn't we be going? Pay my son no mind. He forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. Why are we pausing for this? You guys went nowhere so far. You guys know how far away you have to go? Are you going to be stopping every 2 minutes? Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doma, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost but not forgotten. Lady Yugiri's kingsmen least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. I guess I just need backstory. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life, all this and more we owe her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father, to she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Shouldn't we be leaving? Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Okay, sounds good. What was that? Who just got knocked out? Someone just got hit and they fell over. What just happened? Oh, okay, I see. The kids got excited, they ran in and they knocked Grandpa over. That was the most confusing thing. Hey, Mr. Ferdinand, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer. Because that's the only... Well, I guess that's not the only thing I can do in this game. Because... Why are we stopped? Oh. I'm gonna be weird. My hand going through my hat. So you like roses? I think I understand. I mean, they're nice and everything, but they don't grow. But don't they grow in lots of places? It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Ferdinand. I've got a question. What's Revenant's toll like? Is it pretty? I mean, if you like weird glowing crystal things, yeah. The animals are kind of weird. I don't know if we should tell them it's near an imperial castrum. This doesn't mean anything to this child. It is a bastion of civilization in a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. I guess we'll go with the first one. You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait. Okay. I thought... Shouldn't we... Why are we stopped for this? Enough, Koharu. It's my turn again. Oh, goodness. Mr. Ferdinand, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do? Well, if you do what Fayen did, you get a level skip item. Oh God. Train every day. Buy weapons and armor from Wowena. Why is that an answer? I guess this one. Do shit, I guess. Be the chosen one. Get looked upon favorably by Crystal Goddess Mother. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. Yeah. All right. That's enough questions for Mr. Yeah, can we go? It's raining. That's not fair. Why does Yozan get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. So they just cut out more quests where them actually being this enamored with me would make a little bit more sense, but would also be annoying because I'd have to do dumb stuff like sniffing horse birds. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day? Yozan, you already got 2 questions. I think this is my happy face. I just can't tell right this second. Really? Then I will. Thanks. Yeah, okay. This kid's gonna die. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Ferdinand. I won't forget it. Okay. I'm going to be an adventurer too. Okay. The lighting on my hair is going to be inconsistent. When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventure guild for Dormans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like... Okay. Do we have time for this? We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? I guess I don't have a choice. I already said yes. See, they had a whole carriage ride to ask me fucking questions. Why do we have to do this outside in the fucking rain? These children. See, look! They can just talk my ear off all damn day. Why is this carriage, though, really only taking 4 people? They have 200 people, at least, and they're only going in groups of 4? You know how long that's gonna take? Just shrink the chat box a little bit. Okay, wait, where are we now? We're not even at Ul'dah. What, the fucking floating goddamn magic wagon can't make it up the stairs? What? Whatever. Bye, kids. I'm sure you're great and all. I like how I've only killed all those 2 things this whole time. What would you expect to take people to Ul'dah en masse? Some sort of desert bus? Yes! 8-hour-long desert bus ride. Oh shit, wait, which door did I go in? Oh, this is not the door I thought I went in at. Good thing I just happened to run to this fucking car. I was completely lost. I wasn't paying attention to what gate I ran in. I just assumed it was the main one like an idiot. Yeah, desert bus pulled by horse birds. Desert bus, if it was in Final Fantasy, I think it'd be a lot harder because you could have, you know, your bus run off the road. Now, Ferdinand, I take it the first group has arrived. Yeah, the first group of 4! Alphanod. Do you know how long this is gonna take? Is there aught else? No, I have matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yugiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Okie dokie. Hi, are you ready to go? Why do I have to talk to you again? Why can't I talk to her? I'm going with her. This past time, Lady Yugiri met with the guild's representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thanaland, which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Dorman delegation for the duration of the journey. Okay. Speak first with Slathborn upon your arrival. He is the one with whom the Dormans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yugiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting tie should stand the Dormans in good stead For that which is to come. Safe travel, yeah. Alright, you ready? Oh, I guess I just don't have to talk to her. I just get to... No. I'm already there. Okie dokie. Now, if people can you teleport people together like this by, like, holding hands, or what? How does that work? Hi, Southbourne. How are you? At least it's not raining here. It's actually quite nice looking out in terms of weather. And this must be the esteemed Lady Yugiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they are willing to earn their keep, of course. We are no strangers to hard work, Master Slothborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence. Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals, and you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We are both frontier hands as far as I'm concerned. As you wish, Slothborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship. Our guests have yet to meet the antecedent. Seven's hell, Ferdinand. Why are you wasting time with me? See them to the rising star. I was told to talk to you. Don't fucking yell at me. I'm just doing what I was told, dude. It's going there right after. Goodness. Don't fucking yell at me. Oh, except I guess I'm not. I have to talk to Yugiri first. Hello. To whom much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones and not. No, I just got yelled at that we weren't there already. Okay, fine, you stand there. I will go fucking talk to Minfilia. It's only now she's like, oh, I have a lot to deal with. It's like, yes. I'm sorry, what's your name? Hori Boulder. Okay, that's fun. Bye. I didn't even check to see if this is where I have to go. Am I running into the fucking solar to not have to? Okay, no, I actually have to. Hi, Minfilia. Doing a lot of nothing standing behind your desk? Oh no, you're on your phone apparently. 'Tis no use. Oh no, she's silver. I wish Silver said 'tis no use instead of it's no use during the fight. That would have been funnier, I think. Or more annoying. Probably that one. Our attempts to reach the students of... Oh, that's right. Baldezion's still having issues. Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Miles has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded not. Okay, in case you weren't here last week, I don't remember how to say this guy's name, and he looks like Lieutenant Miles from FMA Brotherhood from the Northern Briggs base, and that's why I'm calling him Miles, because I'm unable to pronounce that name. So if you're like, what the fuck is she going on about? That's why. Just to clarify. We'll persevere, of course, yet within our hearts the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation of that which we already know. That they're dead, captured, destroyed. Have you not sent anyone up there to check? Can't I just go up there and check for you? I can just teleport over there. If it's the area I'm thinking of, it should be. How fair are the Dormans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Break. I wasn't, I just had to find 3 kids, but yeah, sure, say it as you will. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved. I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview, but be that as it may, I cannot ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our power to help them. I thought of the idea, but I just didn't say anything. Lady Yugiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her. Okay, well, she was getting, like, cold feet. Oh, never mind. She got over it. I wish my outfit was this purple. Mine's just super undersaturated. It makes me sad. I want it to be this nice, lovely purple. We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing. Objections to what? Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady, but are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll cannot accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution. Should that come to pass, we will find it together. As ever, it has been a pleasure, antecedent. At last, we must take our leave as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. The first carriages, if I'm assuming or hoping, are more than 4 people each? Should you require aught else, pray speak with Slothborn. Lady Yugiri, Ferdinand. Okay, bye. How come he doesn't get a name? Momo D had a name, and she's the emissary for the Adventurers Guild there in Ul'dah. Is he not important to get a name? That's kind of sad. Oh, I'm still behind the desk. Lawman and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit that I'm still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals. Well, Thancred can handle it. Why do I have to go deal with it? Though I am thinking about it. Your Stola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival. Why are you guys using anon so much? I feel like they didn't use it that much the first quest line. Did someone learn anon and decided to put it in here more often, like antecedent? It's a fun word to say, but cut it out.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
I'm sorry, Thancred. I thought you were also looking into the thing that Yustola was also looking at. I'm so glad I don't have to read it now. Hold on a second, though. What quests are we on? I don't know. Whatever.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
Oh, he was talking to Yustola. Understood.
The plot thickens.
Am I in this room? Am I seeing... How am I seeing this? I mean, we see cutscenes all the time without being in the room, but... Oh, no, they're... Okay. I'm actually here.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
Yeah, lots. Things live there.
It has been blessedly quiet. Which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual. Summoning a Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded.
Wait, again? They summoned Ifrit again? Is that what he just said? Also, I know it's her weapon, but just seeing this twig on her side always makes me laugh.
Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Urianger. Hold on. I'm just gonna... Where's my pencil? J. How do you spell J? J. I'm reading this down. I'm going to forget. Urianger.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
Thanks, Minfilia, for asking the exact thing I was just thinking.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand. Where is that? What is that?
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
I'ma stab it.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas.
Oh, fun.
But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Oh no, were they talking with our ghost friend from last week? I needed a subtitle for that. Oh shit, we're both having migraines. Hold on a second, guys. We need to have a vision. An echo vision.
Such a disturbance in the ether. If I did
Oh,
not know
that's
better,
right.
I
That's
should think
what
this
those are
device
supposed to be.
defective.
Oh, oops, sorry. I forgot I have to press the button occasionally. I don't know, that looks pretty How are you guys that
And
close?
there is the explanation.
You're not even being fucking subtle about sneaking up on them.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones.
Is this a hat or his head? It's like a crab claw. How does he see? What is the... I don't understand. Okay, whatever.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
Okay. Do they need to shake the camera with that?
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary? We have outstayed our welcome.
I like how they set up a nice pier with their giant crystals to do their thing with.
The gift and knowledge.
It's very convenient that we have this ability to see scenes that we weren't there for just because.
Are the two of you quite well?
No, this happens often, Yishtola. We're just having fucking flashback migraines. Give us a minute.
You shared that vision, did you not?
Flashback migraine, but yes. Call it what you want. It's a
Even
flashback
before the
migraine.
Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words.
Elidibus.
He is behind this.
I'm not going to say it like that. Elidibus? What was I saying? Elidibus? Elidibus. I like Elidibus better. Fuck it. Fuck how you said it.
But
Elidibus.
surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
Okie dokie. Gotta go kill
She
another
will have
god.
our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
Tataru? I thought it was Tataru. Didn't they say it differently before? When did they say it Tataru? Since when? Tataru. Tataru? When did they put so much emphasis on the second syllable? On what planet? Fuck off. I don't know.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
No, I
am
want to see
aware
her
of the
do
risks,
something. She wears
But there
this
is something
sword
I
and I've
must
never
see
seen
with
her use
mine
it.
own eyes.
She got kidnapped like twice and she has this on her and never uses it.
The true nature of the echo.
Okay.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Thancred, I'm pretty sure I said no more fucking necklaces for you, because again, I saw that crystal break under your necklace. I don't trust you wearing neck accessories. No more necklaces. Take it off.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
Except for that time when you were possessed, it wasn't very welcome because you were kind of possessed and it was annoying.
I take it something ill is afoot.
I like how she's just been standing in the room, listening to this. Like, I have no idea what's going on. All right, this bit. Scooches over the screen, grabs popcorn. Oh no. But I like how she's just been standing here for the last 5 minutes, like. What about me, people?
Aye. A primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Like, they didn't have her wait outside? She gonna...
Primal?
She doesn't know what that is, does she? Oh, great. Please say I leave the room. I don't need to hear the recap, do I?
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
She literally had no idea what the fuck we were talking about and stood here this whole goddamn time. She's like, there's something going on, right, guys? That was so awkward. Guys, you're like the worst hosts. She's like, oh great, I'm shacked up with these people?
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Can we just please talk about how great this purple is? It's such a good color. I love it. It's like my favorite shades of purple. Such a good color!
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies.
Okay, Y'shtola, you say this, but again, wasn't the whole deal with at least me and Minfilia that we can't be corrupted by a primal's ability to temper people because of the echo? What the fuck do these guys do? They just kind of go talk to locals and they're like, they said the primal is that away. Go on, take care of it. What is Yugiri gonna do? Do her people just have echo powers too and they just don't know it because they don't know what primals are and they haven't had to deal with this issue?
If you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Hi, I came to save my people so we don't die, but I'm gonna totally go help with this thing where I could possibly die because we're basically fighting a god. But yeah, sure, it's okay. Invite her along, it's okay. All due respect. Oh god, we're only halfway through? Oh boy, there's so many sub-quests on these quest lines, holy crap. Okay. Hi, Minfilia. Minfilia wishes to share some final words on the coming mission. Okay, great. What's up? Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality is inevitable. Yet so long as there is even a chance that the primal's return might be prevented, we must needs bend all our efforts towards achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share. Okie dokie, I'm just gonna... Bye. That's right, watch me teleport. You're just gonna fucking stand there and do jack shit. Oh, Brad! Shit, we're in Limsa! It's gonna... Yeah, that's about right. At least they're having fun, these two. Look at them. Look at them go. If I... I'm gonna just ruin their time a bit. Okay. I'm doing serious shit. Alrighty. That's the little things in life. Why do they have a glowy weapon? That's distracting. I don't know if I like that thing. You're expected. Pray to... Yeah, okay. Take the elevator. Oh, piss. Was that half an hour? Because my thing disconnected again. Again, I don't know why. There's sound playing through them. The battery's not dead. It's gonna be narrated or voice acted too. I'm going to read it. No, judging by the walk cycle, it's not. Okay. Welcome, friends. I take it you stole has apprised you. Apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Can you not just say had not enough crystals? Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom make ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning and would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands. That's kind of our job, so I don't see why this is a problem. Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I'd rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say only that there is something I would see with my own eyes. Okay. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Oh. Ferdinand, Maelstrom scouts are currently... What is... I want to read it as retconning, but that is not what she fucking said. What is this word? Google! Reconnoitering? Okay. Make a military observation of a region. Okie dokie then. Reconnoitering. Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Falk Breda has charge of the garrison. Okie dokie. And I'm just going... Oh, I can't even teleport. Whatever, we'll just go to teleport. You guys all don't mind me just teleporting in the middle of the room, right? Because I'm gonna... The sparkling apple juice would be better if it was actually cold, but it's been sitting on the counter. So it has a little bit more bite to it because of the carbonation than if it was cold. But I need to drink it. I probably don't need to drink the whole bottle right now, though. Up and away! Oh, I could probably just walk through. I'm not doing the fake jump game! Hi, Thancred. Bye, Thancred. Oh, what? Do I not go inside? No, I go on top of the building. How did you all get here before me? I teleported from the room. They can probably teleport straight here. Oh, your outfit's fun. Your outfit's atrocious. Why is the feather... Why are you wearing pink fucking leggings with this bright red coat and this... Your color sense is bad. It's bad. Can we re-dye your outfit to not look like shit? I've been expecting you, Scion of the 7th Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return. Nope, turn back around. I'm not done talking to you. As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe like the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I would have you aid us in the search. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory, however. We can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Okay, I'm just gonna use another one of these. I'm actually gonna be doing stuff because I only have a minute. Can I fly over? Say, I'm going over there, so oh wait. You know, no, I'm not even gonna mend my shit. We've done nothing. My stuff should be fucking fine. I've only been in this area once before and I got my ass handed to me. I think I was trying to, like, get herbs or something. Alrighty. Where is he? Excuse me? Should be somewhere down here, right? I mean, I'll kill something if I have to. Shouldn't I be able to see him from the fucking air? Do I see a body anywhere? Body. No? Well... mad at me that I flew over the wall? Oh, there he is! Oh no, that was an enemy I just killed. That wasn't him at all. Hello? Body. Body, where are you? Where the fuck is it? I mean, fine, I've been wanting to kill stuff the last hour, 2 hours, but... Where's this guy I'm supposed to be rescuing? I'm outside the circle. Damn, you can't get mad at me if I fucking flew over the wall to get over here, because you let me do it. That person just flying. Can they also not find this guy? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's under a fucking rock. Oh, fuck you, rock. Hello. Help somebody of all the times to forget the restorative. Ugh. Why would... I'm not... Whatever. Here we go. Dump it on his head. Same thing. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we are, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue. I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Okie doke. Onward. Am I going this way? Yeah. Bird! Let's go. Can I fly in the cave? I can. It doesn't do anything, but I can do it. I'll leave the door. Oh, can I go through the hole? Oh, I can fly through the hole. Fuck that door. I don't know why. I thought they just wouldn't let me do it. Sea wasps. Okay. Oh shit, I joined a fate. No, I don't want to do the fate. No, I fucking refuse. Of course, I almost feel like... No, I'll just fly over it. Oh. Yes. Bird, go! Hey, get up. Oh, they're dead. It does say corpse. I like how I'm just going to put these in my pocket, like you do. There we go. Got 'em. I know, Bird, I know. I'm heavier because I'm carrying 2 fucking bodies on me, but you can do it. I believe in you. The description of those is darkly awful. Of the bodies. Wait, is it in my... The mutilated corpse of a Maelstrom soldier. Yeah, a little bit. They didn't look that mutilated, I guess, but it's still not great. And I just have them in my pocket. Maybe that's why they can fit in my pocket. I don't know. Hi. You returned. Thank the navigator. When I learned that you went to the Serpent's Tongue by yourself, I feared you would meet an untimely demise. But tell me, what became of the others? I flew there, but yeah. Can the rest of you just not fly to places? There you go. So mutilated they got turned into flowers. Dear gods. These wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may have become of the 2 who remain unaccounted for. I pray that they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price you paid was dear, but we have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound at any moment now, but be ready to sally forth when they do. Okay, wait, I didn't look at any of these. Do I need any of these? Again, whenever I pick these up, it never replaces them. Whatever, just buy it later. I love the chocolate. Oh my god, the chocolate music. I must have been thinking of something else. Yeah, it was the Scion corpses within ARR. How you were able to lift this stiff Scion corpse into your bags is a mystery. It said that. I'll be honest, I didn't look at the description for them when I picked them up because it was pretty... Just the scenario is actually kind of sad, but that was also because they killed my favorite sylph and I was upset about it. But yeah, can these people just not fly into places? I just flew over everything and it was fine. Thrice damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Alright. Your color sense is still shitty. Where did I go? I was right there. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. You said thrice damn. That's pretty serious, my lady. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetherite in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. I will fly over there and kill them right this second. For Noraxia, exactly. Best self. The men are ready, but we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Then don't do a frontal assault. Do an aerial one. An above assault. Just drop it on their heads. It's easy. But we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sopsta Aetherite and eliminate the Saiyan priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. Okay, if you say so. The Maelstroms all engage and distract the Saiyan's legion of drowned... I guess I didn't realize that they had drowned pirates at their command, but reading that over is a... What must Yugiri be thinking? She's sitting there like, drowned pirates? The fuck? Why'd we come here? The Maelstroms all engage and distract the Saiyan's legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the self-same movement, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. And I'm gonna fly in on my horse bird and rain fiery death on their heads. Right? No. And likewise, we Scion shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Saiyan defensive effort by flying down on horse birds. Ferdinand and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual via horse bird, right? That's it. Hold on. Ugh! I don't drink carbonated stuff all that often. This fucking apple juice is killing me. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. It won't be perilous if I fly over it. What's the problem? A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. I don't fly over there. Unless this is a dungeon that I can't. Thancred and Yugiri, your mission is to lure as many Saiyan as possible out of the spawning grounds. So, I know we need to trust Yugiri, but we also haven't known her that long, and Thancred got possessed like a fortnight ago in-game. Should we be letting these two go off by themselves? I guess it's fine. Having done so, take to your heels and circle around to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola. Okay. Alright. When all has been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetherite, accompanied by Lady Minfilia as we agreed. Is she actually going to do something? Again, she has a sword. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! Okay. When last did we fight side by side, Ferdinand? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. Yeah, let us away indeed. On our horse birds! Our bird horses, or our borses, if you will. Borse! Come! Bird horse. A borse. Wait, so where am I going? Over there. Okay. If they think I'm walking through here when I have a borse to fly on, they're sorely mistaken. And I'm gonna keep calling my chocobo a borse until someone tells me not to. I like these shells, those are fun. Ooh, glowy. Okie dokie. Oh, that's a fate. Damn it. Hi, Y'shtola. How come that guy is not attacking you? The thing's in the way. What does it say? I can't read it. Something through the first checkpoint and defeat... Okay. I am here. What am I attacking? This? Am I attacking this? I'm attacking this, Y'shtola. It is a gate after all, and it opens, so... There's a gate to the right, though. Is that important? Oh. They're alerted to my presence, but they were kind enough to stand there until I did something. Just kind of looking. What's a dropsy? Sustaining water damage over time. Dropsy, huh? Oh, I do have to go for that one. Damn it! But I just walked into a fate. These guys are kind of I mean, I could just fly over them. Oh, my level's too high. Well, this guy's still gonna get faster. Oh, that's right. I'm level 54. I wish it didn't level sync me sometimes, because like I could just kill them right now. What is this? I could probably kill it. Then it looks like we have good bird. What the fuck though was Yishtola doing? Was I supposed to talk to her? Because she was literally just standing by some coral doing jack all. Is that not the gate I was supposed to break? Or do I have to go through it? I think I have to go through it. Knock knock! Amazon delivery. I have these bags of ice. Self-scale guards don't seem to be super aggressive right this second. It's a little concerning. Oh, there's more of them. Yeah, okay. What? Oh, it's got something in it. But what the fuck is Yishtola doing? You're not even over here. Yishtola! What the fuck is she doing? Yishtola. Oh, goddammit. Yishtola, are you gonna help? The summoning ritual is taking place at the Beastman's Aetherite deep within. Thither we must go. Let us take separate route. You're not even moving, my dear. You're standing there doing jack shit. This guy is not part of a fate, so he will attack me, so I must burn him. I'm gonna fight side by side with you, Ferdinand, by standing near this coral and doing nothing. My name's Yishtola. God damn it. Just too OP and she's just there for like, I don't know, support or something, not actually helping. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Oh, it's dead. Okay, I had a fight. I'm just killing this real quick because it's part of my hunting diet. I'm sorry, they have fucking ballistas. And it's aiming at me. I should probably kill that. Okay, bird! Oh, I'm in combat, so I can't do that either. Nope, I'm just going to show you. Oh look! This is an ugly ass axolotl. Does it have like 6 eyes? Or there's like mushrooms or something. This is scary, I'm not fond of it. Okay, I don't want to fight all these axolotls. Oh, Yishtola, what the fuck? What did you do? Pray do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetherite is close at hand. Let us press on. Okie dokie. Turn around for like 5 seconds and you fucking hurt yourself. I guess that is part of his head. Yeah, it's part of his head, right? Or is it a hat? I can't tell. What is it supposed to be on his head? I can burn them from right here. No? Okay. Oh no, people that have been taken over or whatever.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Oh no! Fish person behind us. Knife. Oh, hi, Thancred.
Did I miss much?
Ninja lady. Oh. Well, that's fun. It looks like Thancred had a better partner than me. He's totally fucking
So
sprained
that's
her
how you
ankle.
fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans.
Okay, yeah, great. Quips. Go.
But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Do it. I gotta show Thancred isn't a fucking pushover. We got fucking possessed! Everybody's dual wielding. Alright, yeah, make goo eyes at each other later on. Hell yeah.
To the Aetherite!
Okay, I'm so glad we did something. Why can't I just fly over there on my bird? Walking? How dare they make me walk? Guys, we're kind of surrounded. Did you not hear them? Or see them? Oh, now they notice. The square shields, those ones, is it bad that whenever I see them I think of mini wheats, shredded mini wheats, and it makes me really hungry? It's either that or like Triscuits. Like I just want like weird cheesy things or cereal when I see them. Who the fuck's shooting shit?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Oh right, she has guns. Oh, am I gonna see Minfilia do something? See, she's dual wielding too. Everyone's dual wielding. Can I dual wield staffs? No, let Minfilia do something. Do something. No, don't save her. I want to see her do something. She can't just stand there.
been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Oh, that is actually what he's doing. Minfilia has a fucking sword! Let her do something! God damn it! We didn't bring her along just to sightsee! Fucking do something, Minfilia! God fucking damn it!
Long have you shriveled Zorwalkers tormented our kind.
I haven't. I've never been over here before.
But no more! Your time is at an end!
Long live the Admiral. She's pretty cool. I like her outfit
You
design.
shall perish
Her
with
design
salt
in general.
in your wounds and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you have to rhyme when you summon a primal?
Do you feel that?
Does Minfilia really not do jack shit? Ah shit! Fucking flashback migraines on coming again. So she's also gonna have a migraine.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
It's called migraines, but okay.
What?
I also don't know what you're talking about.
Such power! It is transcendent!
Oh, if he survives, does that... I guess the echo lets us technically revive, right? Meaning we're immune to bullets. In the basement, when I heard those beasts snarl, I jumped up and looked down the room. Thanks. Sorry. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Did he just take over someone else's body?
Seven hell.
Is that what the echo does? Am I just eating up somebody when I fucking respawn? Oops.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
Mastered, you've had it for literally 6 seconds. Ow. We can't do that. We have the echo.
Oh, mighty Leviathan.
What?
Ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial. I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I
Okay.
beseech you, come forth!
I like how we're just standing here doing
Die, damn
nothing.
you!
Good job. You totally did something. Keep shooting him. She's just gonna groundhog this.
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
Is he gonna merge with Leviathan? All his other hosts are dead. Oh, merge with Leviathan! Do it! Have Leviathan eat you.
Heavens forfend.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Hi, you, Gary. Welcome to the party. This happens.
Damn it all!
The delivery was too aggressive for the little she's moving, but okay. It's fine. I appreciate the voice actress some.
My being am the way. It could by right be infinite.
Is he actually getting absorbed by Leviathan?
Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
That's psh, not pshaw. That's what you get for trusting a ghost. Oh, that's a problem. And then it just swims away.
Where did he go?
So we're just gonna stand here?
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon.
What? It's been literally a second. It's... What? Where to go?
Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
Okay. I guess they were coming from the ocean. I guess that makes a little bit.
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost.
Good job.
For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage?
Her design,
God save us.
Yugiri, it also
He
she
means
also
to
makes me
unleash
think
a
of, like,
tidal
I don't
wave.
know, one of the ninja-styled Power Rangers. Haven't they had a few ninja Power Rangers? They've had at least one series where, like, ninja Power Rangers. Understand, I speak in no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet, how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Don't we have someone with an airship? Can we just fly out there? Hi, guy. Get off. Get out of my cutscene. Not even a cutscene. Jumps in and is Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, and of that you may be sure, but Limlaine herself would struggle to have the Lord of the Whirl in his element. Would struggle to best the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return the Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room. Okay, oh, bye everybody. Just walk through me, fucking fine. Back to Limsa we go. Come on, bird, let us be off. So, looking at the quest list where we are, into the heart of the world. Okay. So in a bit here, we're going to have a, what's it called? A duty finder thing, but we probably won't get to it tonight. We'll have to do it next week. That person's name said Midori Kuni, like Green Country? Okay, I'm here. Gonna just go with you guys or something. You all left together as a group. So
There
glad
used to be a
Minfilia
hamlet
helped.
beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone it was called.
Now it's No Stone. 'Cause
Some
it's
years
gone.
prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
When she said bastard, it sounded like she wasn't too sure about saying that line. Yeah, see, it's not Halfstone anymore, it's No Stone. It's gone.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Aye, the thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood.
Why is it thrice
Given the
damned?
quantity of crystal stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it?
Bomb it from the air! Can't you blow bombs onto the airship? Just drop cannonballs out of the fucking air onto its head.
The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
Airship?
I have read the reports, Master Thancred.
Aerial
Our
attack?
warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to...
7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
Air?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Admiral, if I may.
His voice was not what I was expecting out of this character, but how the hell do you say that name? That is literally just someone fucking passing out at their keyboard and smashing their face into it. Please say someone says this name.
Speak freely, Marshal.
No, not his title, his name.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
Yeah, I guess. Disarming our foe? What, you're gonna take the ocean away from air? Airship.
This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
Say, Lalafels usually have like a double like consonant kind of thing. Not consonant, like syllable thing. I know the Lalafell character I have actually has like a name that's supposed to fit the... I have a conjurer that's whatever this race is, and the name technically fits. I'm not actually sure I'm supposed to say. I'm pretty sure I randomized it and just went with it. Oh, more corrupted crystals? Like when we broke that barrier one time with
If mounted
wind
upon a
thingy?
ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
See, though, this outfit design, the outfit and color, it's great, but I don't understand why, again, the Maelstrom gets red when they work on the fucking water.
Of course! Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Yes.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
Okay, great. I'm sure somebody else came up with the idea.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as
But
it
my
works.
friend thought of it first,
Beg
not
the
Sid.
specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis.
Oh, my friend is dead. I haven't heard from him in a while.
But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another. In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals.
We just needed one, but, I mean,
The
if we find
question
a
being,
big enough one.
do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
You don't have a giant-ass pirate ship?
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder.
Or that, sure.
By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Okay, great. Yeah. Awesome.
Now, from what I have gleaned
That
of
was
these
a weird
matters,
face. His eyes
the
just went
device will
really
need to be in
wide.
close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan.
We have to tether a boat to him?
This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Okay. How many boats are we gonna need? I'm counting at least 3, 4 maybe? Why are you looking at me? What do I know? Apparently I know something.
Suffice it to say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Okay.
Will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabee Bay.
Don't we still need to get the corrupted crystals, or do you just have those sitting around?
Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait. Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
Slafirson. What did you put? Self-reason, so it has like a Y in it, because it does have a Y in it.
At once, Admiral.
It's like Loki Lofreason. How the fuck do you say Loki's actual last name? I don't fucking know. Moving on. Why are you side-eyeing me? What did I do? I don't understand.
And then there is the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
Okay. Again, I don't... Do you have these corrupted crystals, or do I have to go on a hunt for these too? No? Okay. Well... I'm trying to get to Lord of the Wool, so we're just at that part. So let me talk to you, Gary, because we'll wrap up here in a few minutes. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I've come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. Oops, who the fuck? That was loud and unnecessary. What is it? A message, Admiral. I judged it's best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. Okay. One of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim, and even should it be true, it is as Jistola said, none save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all. The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on the supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Ferdinand, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it'll spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning and idleness. Okay. The man you are looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower La Nocia. La Nocia? Nacia? How do they say this? They said it a minute ago and I already forgot. I always said Nocia myself, I think? Or whatever. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Remember when I was going to talk to you, Gary, and she said one thing and then this guy came bumbling in? What quest is this? Well, it doesn't tell me what side quests are in this main quest. Oh, no, we're into the heart of the war now. Okay. I will go to where we need to be, and I'll just quit from there. But this is, because it is 11 now. I got some other things I need to go attend to. Oh, it's not even at a... Have I not been out here? No, okay. I'll say I have... I'll just go to Wallaby Bay for now, it's fine. Of course, I have to check my lottery tickets before then, so I might not even do that when we start up. So it doesn't really matter. Anywho, yeah, we're gonna end here. Where's a bench I can go sit on? So I don't think there are any announcements that I really need to go over right now aside from the usual ones. Again, nothing's going to be changing for the time being. The games that we're currently playing are what's going to be there for a little bit of time. We're still figuring out the multiplayer day on the 22nd. It's more or less, I think, set in stone what we're going to play. I'll put out more information about that on Twitter and make like an announcement post on the Discord later about it. So again, if you want to get on all that, please check out the Discord server linked below. We're playing a handful of games, including Terraria, probably Stardew Valley. We're going to check out Valheim, and then we're probably ending the night off with something light, maybe like a Jackbox game or whatever else. Maybe Gunfire if people are up for some Gunfire, I'm not sure. So yeah, it should be fun. Again, it's going to go from noon to 8 p.m. on the 22nd. I think that's pretty much it for the time being. I also forgot to mention, please note, we have new emotes for subs. Here are some of them. I'm still working on the rest right now. So yeah, that's one of the projects I need to work on, amongst other things. But yeah, yay, emotes. I think they look okay so far. So yeah. Yeah, I don't have too much in terms of announcements. Well, thank you, Brian. Yeah, the first three are your tier 1 sub emotes. The silver pawpaw is a tier 2, and the golden pawpaw is tier 3 if you want to be special and have access to golden pawpaw. I kind of want to see about adding an add-on that when you use them, they kind of sprinkle them on stream so you can see them a bit better, but I also don't want them to be super annoying. Yeah, the pawpaw one is now a follower emote. That is this one, and then all my old that is this one, and then all my older emotes that I'm replacing are also follower emotes, so the little separate heads. But yeah, I'm working on getting those updated, and then I think I have a few animated ones that I need to see about getting set up properly too. So that should be fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of announcements. Wednesday is Psychonauts 2. Friday we're back with Celeste, and Sundays are art streams. After Psychonauts 2 wraps up on Wednesdays, by the way, that'll be the day that I'll probably be starting or doing the Pokemon Shining Pearl Nuzlocke on. If you're not aware, back in November I was doing a sub goal and we hit it. So I said no, this was for the multiplayer days for that sub goal. This was for the end of the year sub goal that we hit. I said that I'd suffer through another Nuzlocke. So we're gonna see if maybe some of the changes that they've made in the Generation 4 remakes makes a Nuzlocke a little more forgiving. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It should be kind of interesting. It'll be interesting to at least check out the remakes. I still kind of want to see about fitting in time somehow for Pokemon Legends. That comes out at the end of the month, because that game does actually interest me, but if it takes a while to get to it, then that's also fine. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Next week we'll see about dealing with Leviathan here in the Final Fantasy 14s, and hopefully we can kind of get out. I'm actually really looking forward to getting out of A Realm Reborn, but there's like a bazillion things still left to do until we even get, I think, into the first expansion from what I'm seeing. So that should be interesting. Yeah, we'll see when we get there. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. As always, for updates, Twitter and Discord are good places to be. And until I see you next, take care. Stay warm. It's not as snowy out, but it's been bitterly cold lately. It's 7 degrees outside, according to my computer, and I think I heard on the radio when I was out and about doing errands that it was supposed to be down to 3 degrees, so that's always fun. But yeah. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Take care, alright? Bye-bye.